in this shop called Scriptum, which has got personal stationery. I'm sure you could get really good gold disc books in there. I'm not sure, maybe I could go in when I finish my hot sausage roll. But that's Winston Churchill, yeah? So that would be really good to get a bust of Winston Churchill to take to Poland, because they really don't like him. They should, but they've been believing all the propaganda that they should dislike him and blame him for everything, so they don't give him any kind of statues in Poland. This is Turl Street, goes up to, that's Brasenose behind there, in the main. Very nice. Went into the Scriptum shop and had a look at their stock, very nice looking stock, but I have to say that they don't go bundle on lined or squared paper so much as the plain paper in their fancy books. Whereas for gold listing purposes, I either like square paper. I generally like square paper more than lined paper, as I've been on the continent for so long. But basically, they don't have that very much. Some nice shoes here. The ones I've got on, by the way, I noticed that they're getting a little bit worn, but they've got every right to be. I've had them for 15 months. Second winter I'm going through in them, and they're Echo. I definitely can recommend that. I'll definitely get that brand again, because I think I must have done 2,000 or between 2,000 and 2,500 kilometres in these shoes, all told. So the Missing Bean, best coffee in town, looks like it, doesn't it, with all those people inside of it. Quite a remarkably popular place. And Brasenose on that side of the street. And an Oxfam shop with second-hand books in, no doubt very interesting ones. Not quite the one that I'm coming to see though. I want to see Blackwells, and I would like also maybe to see some of the Ashmolean Museum if there's time. Oh, there's Hogwarts, Harry Potter school tie and all the spiders and things, and masks of you-know-who and everybody else. There's Dobby. I know somebody that I'd like to get that one for. Mad-Eye Moody and others. I'm not going to name them really, because I'm afraid that if I do I might get into trouble with J.K. Rowling, who has a penchant. There's Brasenose Lane there. A penchant or a penchant for suing people. So I definitely don't want that to happen. Okay, not much happening at the moment. So this is called the Broad, because it's a broad street. This is Blackwells art and poster shop, but that's not particularly the Blackwells. Blackwells has been associated with the broad street for I don't know how many years. But certainly when I came to it 30 years ago, it was on that side, and there it is again, looking the same as it did then. So I'm getting a distinct feeling of deja vu from a long time ago. Supposed to be one of the best bookshops in the country. If you look at its ratings on things like TripAdvisor or what have you, or Google, you might see less than chuffed people some of the time. One person talked about a management meltdown. Whether that's still going to be there by the time you see this, that comment at the top, I don't know. But that's Blackwells, and so that's where I'm going to be going, and spending probably about an hour inside of that. So I need to finish my food first in order to be able to go into it. Obviously nobody's going to want to have me go in there eating food while I'm looking at books, so that isn't going to happen. Yeah, of course they don't really want to have people photographing in here or filming, so the best way for me to do it is of course to have it like I'm talking into a mobile phone, like having a conversation, and then you can see what the languages area of this looks like. EFL dictionaries down there. You've got all the Russian literature up here if I walk past it. This is Russian courses. You've got lots of Michel Thomas down there and other things, Ruslan Russian. All the usual verbs and what have you. Then they've got grammar, and then they start into literature, and you've got discussions of Russian literature as well as examples of books printed in Russia of their literature. So, dictionaries of course in every language, courses. Now there's a teach yourself Polish. There are lots of Polish. There's Polish for dummies, I didn't know about that. Japanese has a good showing, as does Chinese, yeah. Arabic has a big showing, so these are big languages here. Whole case, floor to ceiling in Arabic, Chinese. But Japanese and Greek has quite a bit there at the top. Actually no, there's not that much. It says Greek, but there's not that much of it. A few, and Hebrew as well, just a few shells. And but Japanese is doing well. Japanese has 1, 2, 3.5 shelves worth, including Japanese for busy people, various editions of that. Something called Kershaw, Living Language Course, Rosetta Stone, which is useless. BBC Active, Teach Yourself, Michelle Thomas, which is fairly good. Get Talking, Teach Yourself. Then a comprehensive grammar by Routledge, which looks very nice in silver there. The Central Japanese Grammar by Tanimori Sato by Tuttle. Tuttle's very good. What I've put here on the desk there is what appealed to me is also a Tuttle book of 250 Central Japanese kanji characters. Although I'm in two minds whether to buy it because a lot of them I'll know. It would be good to get the second one on from that. And certain things about classical Japanese are there, as well as simple things, kanji and kana. Some of these I've already got, some of the books which are there. You've got Complete Malay. And I can't see anything in Indonesian though on here. Go from Irish straight into Japanese. Some Malays on its own. Anyway, that gives you an idea of what it looks like inside, and there's barely anybody present.